let's go from one disaster to another, in my opinion. That is the September 2025 Nintendo Direct. I put a video out on this after it aired because I think it actually aired. I believe it aired on my birthday, so I was off that day anyways. And I got up early. I was like, I'll watch it. It's exciting. It's a Nintendo Direct. I thought, boy, what will you show me for the Switch 2? What can I be excited about having this console that I've only played Mario Kart on?
Nothing.
And the answer is not really anything,
Not
right?
a fucking thing.
It was. My argument is the worst direct that they've had since they've been doing these, without question. And I've seen some people have a complete opposite reaction to that. So maybe I'm an out of touch Nintendo fan. Like, I don't know, but I did not think it was a good showcase. The thing that I was the most excited about at the showcase, and we'll go through the things that were announced there, but I guess, teaser / spoiler for this showcase, the thing that what I was most excited about is not exclusive to the fucking system, and that is the Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, which looks incredible. So, like, that was, I looked at, like, and this was after, like, it was a long direct. It was like an hour. This was like the 40-minute mark where I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna like anything here. Bam, they hit me with that trailer, and I was like, holy shit. Right. I didn't realize it was 7 at first, too, because it's been so long since I even looked at that game. And then I realized as it got more and more in, I'm like, oh, that's right. They were going to remake 7. I guess that's this. And I'm like, that's like 100-hour RPG. So it's a very long game. So that game looks incredible, though. Like, just from the obviously, I've always liked the art style of Dragon Quest, but like the way that they're making that game, it just looks. I agree with the words reimagined. So, I'm not going to go in order of things, but Metroid Prime 4 finally got its release date. I will say, like, this is the worst trailer they've showed for this game. When I was watching it, I texted Dan. I got in trouble because he wasn't watching it yet. And I often get in trouble and forget that, like, he's probably going to watch it later in the day. So I kind of spoiled some things and I had to stop. But I had texted him. It was just like, boy, they decided to show Samus riding this motorbike in a barren fucking desert. And I'm just like, it looked like that Xbox game. I'm trying to think of the name of it. The one that was an exclusive of the girl that was in the deserts from the people that made Metroid. So I guess that makes sense. I can't remember the name of it. I played it and it was okay. But it looked like it's barren like that, where like she's driving around on this motorbike and there's like maybe an enemy once in a while. I'm like, this is not selling anybody on this game. So I know the Metroid fans will be mad at me. It has a release date of December 4th. It's Nintendo. It probably will keep that release date. They're making like 8 different amiibo for it that come out in different times, which is weird. But I don't know. I went from like, I was always at this point for this game of like, well, I guess I'll get it because I need something to play on the Switch too, to the point of that trailer. I'm like, I don't even know if I care. Because again, the prospect of me buying a Switch 2 game now is, well, I'm have to buy it digitally because I'm not getting a game key card. So I kind of look at that game like, their final thing that they showed, and I'm going way out of order here, but a new Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave. This is probably the other good announcement here, but
I saw that.
In any other direct, this would be like the middle portion of it. To end on, hey, a new Fire Emblem game was kind of like, oh, I have a couple of those I should probably revisit. That was my thought. I have one literally on the shelf behind me here where I played very little of. I'm like, I should probably go play that one while I wait for this one because I love Fire Emblem. So, and this looked cool, but yeah. Here's another thing. I brought this up in my video too. I actually got comments on it. But I'm tired of this, and this seems like a Nintendo thing. But one thing I'm really tired of is games that aren't out yet, and we're talking about a DLC for it. And they did that here, where it's like I'm trying to remember the game. It wasn't Donkey Kong because that's out. Maybe it was Pokemon. I'm trying to remember, but it was like they showed the trailer. Maybe it was this Yoshi game. They showed the trailer, and then it was like in talking about it, they were like, also, there's going to be this DLC pack, and I'm like, the game's not even fucking out yet. You want me to pay another $40? Like, insane. We need to stop that practice too. Donkey Kong Bonanza is getting a DLC. Cool. I didn't even. I looked at that. You know what? Here's my thought. As I was watching the direct, after I saw Metroid, I said to myself, maybe I'll just get that Donkey Kong game instead. because that's like people seem to like that, and I was like, I like Mario Odyssey.
But,
People say it's like that.
Legitimately is Mario Odyssey with Donkey Kong skins, because
That's what it seems like.
It just doesn't. So my son is going to join an esports league in the area.
Yeah. Okay.
And when I went there to talk to the owner, he had bought a Switch. He had a Switch too, and he was just showing me he was showing me Donkey Kong, and I was like, "This legitimately just feels like Super Mario."
Did you actually get to hold the Switch too?
Mm-hmm.
It feels nice, doesn't it? Though
it's nice. I mean, yeah, definitely.
I'll say that it's an upgrade for sure.
It's definitely the Switch 2 is a definite upgrade from the original Switch.
It feels like a, dare I say, professional upgrade.
I would just say it's just not worth it. Like there's literally no reason.
I'm at that point right now where we talked. You were not on the last cast that we did, but
no.
We had a story where it was rumored and now it's come true that like there are still developers that don't have Switch 2 development kits yet. Like, how is that possible?
Why is that still a thing? Like,
so basically you launched this thing too early.
Yeah.
Which seems wild because it's been 8 fucking years since the last one came out, but hey, whatever.
Bananas.
Yeah, I don't know. The more I look back on it, and like the other thing too is like I was out a lot last weekend in various stores, including a Walmart. You can get a Switch 2 anywhere. They're not hard to get. Like, they're everywhere.
Not anymore. They're everywhere.
So, and I don't think the Switch 2 has been affected by tariffs yet. Like some other things we'll talk about shortly, but there's this Pokemon Cozy Life Sim game. That, to be fair, I'm not a Pokemon fan. I don't really care. But this game will do gangbusters.
Dude, it's a Ditto in human form.
People
looks pretty interesting.
Seem like they were going nuts for it. So I'm like, I get it. This isn't arguably at this not great Nintendo Direct. Normally I would say this is the biggest bullshit part of this, but it was not. We're making Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2 are finally going to come out remade with proper controls, not waggle stuff. That's cool. And for the people that never got to play that game or never did, that's cool. I never could get into either of them, so it's not for me. I'm not even going to do, like, I know it's coming out in a physical regular Switch cart. I'm not even going to do that. Like, I don't care. But it's cool that they're doing it.
It's not bad.
It didn't do anything for me. It's also $70. That seems wild. So here's one of my biggest issues with this, and I know we're going backwards on it, but that's how this article is written.
Yeah.
It's the 40th anniversary of Mario this year.
It is.
Mario Brothers, 40th anniversary. You couldn't show me even a teaser, like even the fucking, all they had to do, the hat from Odyssey shows up, white background, here's the hat. There was a 2. That's all they had to do. I'm just like, hey, it's coming in 2026. That's all they had to do. But instead, what did you get at this Direct that's going to tell you about the great 40-year history of Mario? You got the Galaxy 1 and 2 announcement, a fucking tennis game, which, like, sure, whatever. It doesn't look terrible, but it's a tennis game. A Yoshi game. That's not Mario. That's Yoshi, bro. But hey, Yoshi, whatever. Like, and then to top it off, the announcement of what the Super Mario movie sequel is, which it's Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
And then they did the shitty thing of like, oh, all these actors are coming back. Here's a slide of each one. Like they couldn't even, you couldn't even get one of them. Like you couldn't get Jack Black to sit in a fucking room and say like, hey, I'm so excited to be back for 5 seconds. You couldn't do that.
Nope.
For Nintendo? Like, nope. I don't know. I'll say though, like when that trailer first started playing, and they showed him, I was like, holy shit, is this Odyssey 2? Like, I got hyped, and then I realized, oh, this is going to be the movie.
No, it's the movie. Yeah, same
and that's again, I'll say this. I'll be there day one. I love the first movie. I cannot wait to see this. My only hope is give me more Luigi this time. Luigi's my favorite character. So, but I say all this bullshit about Mario as there's a thing behind me I forgot about. The stuff that, yeah, right? I'm celebrating the 40th anniversary.
Dude, I saw that and I was like, that's actually a pretty cool little stuffed thing.
Yeah, that thing came from that Warhammer store. They have all these plush things in the front. And that was one of the things I looked at. I'm like, that's really fucking cool. And I got that. So, yeah, the rest of Mario stuff, like for the 40th anniversary, you couldn't do anything else. So that was already terrible. I don't think the tennis game looks bad, but 40th anniversary, the Yoshi game, sure. I don't know.
I mean, you have to have a new Mario game in the works, right? Like it's
Odyssey 2 has to exist at this point, or whatever it's going to be. Again, 40th, and I just think of the term 40th anniversary. You couldn't even tease it. Like, I know Nintendo likes to play everything really close to the chest now. They like these like 3 to 4 month snapshots of like, here's what's coming out in the next 4 months. However, a lot of this direct was coming in 2026. So you could have done it here, and I don't think anybody
Odyssey
would have been upset.
In 2017.
It's been a while.
It's 10 years. You're telling me in 10 years, almost 10 years, you can't make another Super Mario Odyssey game?
I'm scrolling down on this article to see some of the other stuff. Like some of the smaller stuff I'm not even going to mention. There's a lot of, the shovelware. I put in the shovelware territory. Power Wash Simulator 2. One of my most hyped games of this year. You can give me a date for that? Just that it's coming to Switch 2. It doesn't look like it runs very good on the Switch 2. That's another problem I have with this Direct. Like, obviously, you should show Switch and Switch 2 footage because that's what it is.
Yeah, of course.
I am excited. Fatal Frame 2 is getting a remake, and I think that's cool.
I did see that. That looked interesting.
Resident Evil has been confirmed to come to the Switch 2.
Are we?
And I'm twofold on this because, one, I respect them for showing this trailer here, running on a Switch 2, clearly. But at the same time, man, that game looks bad on Switch 2. After seeing the other trailers for this game, fuck, it looks bad on Switch 2.
Yeah, it does.
I hope people don't play it there. Like, play it on one of the bigger systems. Dynasty Warriors Origins is coming to Switch 2. Oh, they did give a date to that Mortal Kombat Legacy thing. It's out October 30th digitally and December 12th physically.
Man.
I probably will get that at some point.
Yeah.
But Monster Hunter 3 Story is coming out. Like, oh, they did go through a section, I forgot about this, where there are games that are getting Switch 2 compatibility updates, some more of them, including Overcooked 2. You know what? And their update is, hey, if you have the camera, it does that stupid camera thing. People are not playing their Switch that way. So Stardew Valley is getting some, I think it's getting like that mouse control, which is kind of cool. Like I said, we talked about the Dragon Quest 7 thing already. Let's talk about one of the weirdest and worst trailers at this thing, the Tamagotchi Life trailer. Did you see that one?
I didn't.
The way that those people talk is so fucking creepy.
Yeah,
and that's what took me out of it. Hades 2 is getting its 1.0 release on the Switch 2. Digitally September 25th and November 12th physically. So Nintendo's other big game for this fall is Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, which is out in November. I think it's the first week of November. And then they did show some Pokemon stuff. I keep forgetting that Pokemon ZA game is coming out in October. It maybe, I don't know, maybe that'll be the one I try. I don't know. But then let's talk about the other thing for me that made this a disastrous thing. Of all the things that you can do at Nintendo, there's one thing I would argue you do not need to celebrate the legacy of, and that would be the Virtual Boy. But Nintendo wants to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the fucking Virtual Boy. They want you to not forget that the Virtual Boy happened. So they're coming out with a new Virtual Boy unit you can purchase. It's $109.
Oh, why?
It's out in February. This? Oh, I'm sorry. It's $99 in America.
Why are we doing this?
But if you want to play the games, they're only a part of the Nintendo Switch Online with expansion pack. And then you can also buy the cardboard model, which is only $25. You're paying $25 for cardboard, homie. Like, that's where we're at. I sat here and like, I've seen some people celebrate this from like a historical standpoint, I guess. But like, I just look at this like, this is one just fucking stain on Nintendo's legacy that we don't need to revisit.
That Virtual Boy was such trash.
It was terrible. I remember it being announced. I remember the commercials, and then I remember going to. I'll tell you where I played it. And I don't think this will do anything for you because it was a store. It was a retail store local to me, but a store called Venture which has been gone for probably 30 years at this point. I remember going there and playing it because they had like a kiosk set up and just fucking hating it. Like, what is this trash? And just like, no, I'm good with my 64 or whatever I had at the time. Like,
I get the concept of it, and don't get me wrong, it was interesting. But that red and the color was fucking
hurt your eyes after about 10 minutes.
Man, I could not get behind it.
We were kids of the 90s where like we're outside staring at the fucking sun and doing crazy shit. So like,
yeah, I was drinking out my mom's garden hose, so I didn't have to go back inside the house.
Stare at that thing for 10 minutes and then walk away and be like, my eyes hurt.
Yeah.
So I saw
overall, that. I don't understand why people were so psyched about that. And I was just like, why is this a thing? Like, do we not remember how garbage that Virtual Boy was?
Apparently, people need to be reminded 30 years later that the Virtual Boy was not a good system.
Well, they're dumb because that's just bad.
Not a thing we should be celebrating. Like I look at that thing and I go,
yeah.
40th anniversary of Mario, we didn't do a good job with that, but then you're going to waste time and energy on a Virtual Boy, like an actual physical unit. And I know why they're doing it, because Nintendo fans will buy it. But I looked at that, I laughed and said, no thanks. That's out in February. So overall, like, just a bad direct. Like, I walked away from that thing like, boy, and I didn't go into it like overly hyped, but I went into it like optimistic, like, all right, let's see what Nintendo has cooking. Not much, apparently. And what we do have cooking is barely 2026. So
like,
a lot of it.
Fall Flat is coming to Nintendo Switch. Like, Human Fall Flat.
Cool. A very old game.
How old is that fucking game? Like, why is this a thing? I don't know.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. And I like I said, I've seen people talk about it that have enjoyed it. I was not one of those people. So